$19.95 only on Nintendo Ultra 64. Killer Instinct.
Hope you enjoyed that introduction there. Just felt like that was the best way to introduce it. No need for me to say anything. Plus, this game has some great and epic music, especially for a fighting game. Let's begin.
Orchid!
Black Orchid is a 23-year-old enigmatic and lethal secret agent for a vigilante spy organization. Posing as a secretary, she infiltrates Ultratech, the company which organizes the Killer Instinct tournament, to uncover the truth behind the mysterious disappearances related to it. Orchid is one of the playable characters in Killer Instinct, and the first female character. Being one of the more popular characters in the game, she certainly lives up to the hype. Utilizing her spin kick, flip kick, fire cat, and lightsabers, she is quite the formidable opponent in the game. Upon winning the game with her, it's revealed that she discovered the truth to the corruption at Ultratech and is relaying that information to her superiors to bring Ultratech down.
Chief Thunder.
Chief Thunder is a Native American chief armed with twin tomahawks. Enters the tournament to find out what happened to his missing brother Eagle in the previous year's tournament. Thunder is a crazy character to play with his war paint covered body, feathered mohawk, and of course his tomahawks. When you beat the game with him, you find out that his brother is no more, and Thunder will mourn his death. However, he can live at peace now by getting closure. As the camera zooms in on the tombstone of Eagle, you see an apparition of Spinal and left wondering, is there really peace for Eagle?
Spinal!
Spinal was reanimated by Ultratech through cell regeneration. Sounds good to me. Spinal fights for vengeance and his freedom. He fights with a sword, a shield. He can teleport and change himself into that of his opponents during combos. Pretty cool stuff. One of the funnier endings, when you win the tournament as Spinal, he doesn't have a dramatic ending. Instead, he takes up residence in Hollywood and starts an acting career.
Cinder!
Ben Ferris is a convicted criminal who was promised early parole in exchange for participating in Ultratech's chemical weapons research. As a result of an accident during testing, his body is composed entirely of flame. Now going by the codename Cinder, he is promised a return to his original form if he is able to defeat Glacius in the tournament. Another one of the easier characters to play with in the game. He can hit you with flip kicks, punches, and even turn himself into a flying projectile. He also always seems to be a little faster than the other characters, although that could just be me. When you win the tournament with Cinder, it isn't a bed of roses. He gets swarmed by police who want to imprison him again. However, with his new powers, he doesn't intend to ever go back to prison. He turns into his flying projectile self and flies away and takes refuge in a volcano? Yep, a volcano. Epic.
Fulgore!
Fulgore is a cyborg and the penultimate opponent in single-player mode, developed by Ultratech, the masterminds behind the Killer Instinct tournament. Fulgore is the first in a planned series of state-of-the-art super soldiers. While designed to resemble a knight to help gain the people's trust, rumors say the human components used in its construction originated from an organ harvesting operation based in Moscow. As a final test of his power, the Fulgore prototype is entered into the Killer Instinct tournament. If successful, Fulgore would be placed into mass production. One of the coolest characters in the game, he is a big massive machine with plasma claws on his wrists. Can't get more intimidating than that. Using his plasma blades to shoot plasma projectiles and lasers from his eyes, Fulgore can dominate a match really easily if you know how to use him. Despite his size, he is actually pretty limber, partly due to the fact that he can teleport right beside you. After winning the tournament, Ultratech takes the test as a success and begins mass producing a Fulgore army. Although the original is a prototype and he will be deactivated and put on display to be seen by the remaining human slaves that are left.
Glacius.
Glacius is an alien captured by Ultratech and promised freedom if he wins the tournament. In the end, Glacius defeats Cinder and returns home. He is basically a warrior comprised of ice and snow. He can shapeshift, turn his limbs into weapons like swords and hatchets, and even grow his body parts at different sizes for stronger attacks. When you win the tournament with him, Glacius escapes from Ultratech and repairs his spaceship to return home, never to come back to Earth.
Jago.
Jago is a Tibetan monk and a powerful warrior. Abandoned as a baby, he was found by the monks of the Tiger, an order who worshipped the ancient deity known as the Tiger Spirit, and raised in their monastery as one of their pupils. Over the years, Jago matures into one of the Order's finest students until he is one day visited by the Tiger Spirit during meditation. The Tiger Spirit chooses him as its champion and grants him new power, ordering him to enter the first Killer Instinct tournament to destroy Ultratech. He is a ninja of the game, wielding a sword, flying projectile, and amazing martial arts abilities. A character that most people will lean towards when they first playing, and was actually the first character created for the game. Upon completing the game with him, you find out that he returns to the Tiger Spirit and gains another step towards enlightenment. He is granted new powers and begins the quest for a new challenge to fulfill his destiny.
Riptor.
Riptor is a genetically engineered velociraptor human hybrid, created as a prototype by Ultratech. The tournament tests her abilities as a killing machine. Basically, this is a dinosaur plain and simple. She can jump on you, claw you with her feet, bite you, and hit her with her tail. I'd be pretty scared if I was put into an arena with a dinosaur, but hey, that's just me. When beating the game with her, you find out that she laid eggs and gave rise to the dinosaurs once again. They in turn rule the earth again, and humans are no more.
DJ Combo.
A former heavyweight 5-time champion, Tyler Johnson Garrett, also known as TJ Combo, was stripped of his title and expelled from the circuit when it was discovered that he had been cheating, having secretly had cybernetic enhancements implanted in his arms. Ultratech promises the disgraced boxer that he would be returned to his former glory if he wins the tournament. He is a boxer in the game, he punches as expected, he can also headbutt and knee the opponent. He doesn't really rely on kicks being a boxer. Winning the tournament, he regains his passion for the sport and starts the drive to be number one again. With fame and fortune in his corner, he is ready to live the high life.
Sabrewulf.
Count von Sabrewulf is afflicted with lycanthropy and promised to cure by Ultratech if he wins the tournament. Basically, he's a werewolf and wants a cure. He is one of the more fun players to use. His moveset is really fun to watch. As you can imagine, with him being a werewolf, his attacks are slashing, biting, tearing, and kicking. He's also pretty agile for a big guy. After winning the tournament, Ultratech holds true to their word and provides him with the antidote for his werewolf issue. He is now human again and will go on to lead a normal human life. Well, I hope you enjoyed this brief look into a great game that helped to revolutionize fighting games. As I mentioned before, it has a great song selection, and I'll put up the songs as well if you listen to if you want to hear them. I'll make something similar for Killer Instinct 2, as it's a great game in its own right. Let me know if there's anything you would like to see, and I'll get it for you if I can. Thanks for watching.